Yes, top of the moment to you anywhere where they watch us from, and we they say Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year in advance. Yes, most definitely the year don't run to an end, and we want to give enough room for our viewers to ask anything where they do their mind yaga yaga. So this one, what they do today, we don't tag them question and answer. Website people go feel calling. Plus the ones where we say get inside the studio. Our guy winning our engineer Debo come help us the shine light on top of those things we look foggy to us. So good morning, sir.
Good morning, Chief. How are you?
It's a great pleasure to be with you.
To us.
Yes, all those things we know clear to
Chief,
us.
they speak English for this Christmas.
Part of the season.
I'll be compliment of the season to our viewers at home. I believe that this year you would enjoy Christmas and next year will be a better one. So cheer up, as the year comes to an end. Let us be hopeful that next year will definitely be better. No matter what you've seen this year. I mean, if you've seen great things this year, let's be hopeful for greater things next year. Yeah.
Okay, let's start on a soft note. These are aggregated questions where, these are aggregated questions of things that have happened in the million, things we don't see where it happen for people neighborhood.
Okay.
Maybe say we know say it don't cause gbege, possibly between the tenant and the landlord.
Okay.
So we won't make you tell us the position as far as real estate they concerned.
Okay.
Possibly not the legal side, but at least the real estate side to the best of your knowledge. Let me start like this. The issue of barricading the gate by a landlord. Say tenants no go come out, possibly because they no do environmental, or I believe say they no clean the house and you lock the gate. The question is, I don't want to use what's the position of the law, but this has caused several issues. What do you feel? Is it normal if landlord talks say nobody go come out inside this house today unless all of them do sanitation?
Well, I don't think that is lawful. It's like taking the law into his hands. There are duties and there are rules for house inspection, woolly.
Okay, woolly, yes.
And all of those things. And there are states where they have sanitation rules. Days of the month that you come out and do sanitation. And if you don't do it, I believe there are bodies that would sanction,
of course,
houses.
At least we know Thursdays for markets in Lagos State.
And things like that, So a landlord that has recalcitrant tenants who are not carrying out this stipulated whatever can have a way of ensuring that they are the ones paying that penalty if the house is charged.
Okay.
Things like that. You can charge it to their rent or things like that because it will have been probably stated in their agreements.
Okay.
You understand? But if just by their own volition they agree that we would do this, whatever, and if somebody is not doing it, you now lock him up. As you say he cannot leave the house and things like that. That can actually be looked at as if you are taking law into your hand. If he's not obeying the rules, then you can quit him from the house, You can report him to the police station, things like that. You cannot lock people up because he can also then report the landlord for unlawful detention.
Okay, that's one. Then number two, thank you very much. We don't clear that one. Number two, person they pay yearly.
Yeah.
Yearly tenants. But all of a sudden, things he can't change, he can't suffer there, possibly due to the situation of the economy. He can't turn to monthly. He can't afford yearly. And he speak with landlord, say, see, as things take be, I no one owe you. This is now the calculation. Let me be doing it monthly. And the landlord agree and they collect. If the landlord want to eject him, what will be the parameter where he go use? Will he give him the quick notice based on yearly, knowing full well say the days of yearly tenants different from the days of monthly tenants? On which parameter will he be ejected?
Okay, well, so it's clear. If
I know clear because I get receipt for the two.
You don't get, so the recent receipt where you get, now for which one?
The monthly because
so you are a monthly tenant.
Yearly Timothy want somebody out of your income.
But you are now a monthly tenant. You've converted from being a yearly tenant to a monthly tenant. That's it. That's just how simple it is.
It's very simple, but it's very obnoxious too, because
Well,
somebody wey don pay like 12 years yearly, but all of a sudden things e come maybe just for just that 3 months.
Okay, you know wetin we dey talk about rent, that's why we dey say make people sack dem landlord. The thing wey we dey talk about rent be say rent is a wasting asset.
Rent is a wasting
asset. Nobody gives you a long-serving tenant award. So if you like, you've paid rent yearly for 12 years. You've spent the 12 years.
Of course.
Abi, or is there a remainder of the 12 years that you are carrying to the future?
No.
And there's nothing like that. So if your 12 years you've paid and you've enjoyed it, that's it. It's gone. Now that you are paying monthly, you are now a monthly tenant, and you'll be dealt with like a monthly tenant. That's it.
I like that quote where you give, say rent is...
It's a wasting asset.
It's a wasting
as
asset.
as you spend that like this, every day when you dey wake up for that house, the rent dey
count. Ben.
That's
I think most of us don't know that. House rent means the December.
December no be December right with this. When people they say, some people now as they wish people Merry Christmas and waiting dey their mind now. Hey,
no, I'm late.
Rent January, school fees January. How I go take some my Christmas, December dey there. The guy go they think about so many things,
Okay. Now this one where I want to ask now. Commercial question. I call it a commercial question because some people they watch us. Please feel free call in any question where you get for engineer Debo in the year to answer. I'm knowing full well say the first thing you go do now to reduce the volume on your TV set so that we'll go for together enjoy the program. Okay, engineer Debo.
Yes. This
is more like we want to know from you because now you did the field, you know what is obtainable. You they meet people every day. I get cool cash now. And I won't go into real estate for commercial purpose. Now. And the options where I get now, school, hotel, or residential. Because if we look around, now the one will be say, you come on pass with that way, ordinary person will get money, say, I want to do school, hotel, and residential. Which one you feel say, as a beginner, where I just want to begin to invest, but let's take John. Sorry, sir. John, good morning.
John from Plateau.
Hey, good morning, Chief Oloriro.
How you doing, John?
I be fine.
Oh yeah, ask your question. Oga dey here.
Okay.
John, how are you? Go ahead with your question, please.
Oh, we lost that.
Lost him.
Okay, try call us back, John. Try call us back. The phone numbers are on the screen. If you want to Skype, you can Skype us, WAP TV, and reduce the volume on your TV set if you call us so that we'll enjoy ourselves. Now the cocoa be that. So you say you be a bunge for this. You don't see meaningful investment where people do school, hotel, or residential house will be like blocks of flats. As a young investor, which would you advise?
Okay, so it's going to be very relative. It's going to depend on the person because there are a lot of requirements.
That's why I say young investor.
I know beyond being young, what are your disposition? For example, if you say school, why is school even featuring there? Is it that the person has some knowledge with education business? Otherwise, why would you want to build a school? To rent it out to a school?
No. But people say people they cash out from school business. So at least
so the business of running a school is different from the business of building a school.
The business of running a school,
yes.
Yeah, sure.
It's different from the business of building a school structure.
But we've seen people who built a school and get an HM. That's the person will get maybe degree in education to manage it for them. So I wouldn't want to discourage.
So they are primarily interested in school business.
School business
beyond just the property business. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
I get it.
They are primarily interested in school business beyond just the property business.
Sorry, sir. I think that's Razak, if I have it.
Yes.
Razak.
Hello. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Razak.
Morning.
Oh, yeah, fire your question.
I hope we've not lost Razak too.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so let me give you an example. You know the McDonald's business?
Yeah, the business.
People usually, it is a common saying from the book of the guy who grew McDonald's to what it is today, says that they had to recognize at a time in their business that they are not in the business of hamburger.
Yes.
They're in the business of real estate. So franchise. But you see, they had to recognize. But they came into the business of real estate with hamburger. They were interested in the business and they knew how to run hamburger business. Do you understand? And that's how they could succeed with their property business. Do you get? So if I'm going to do real estate, like McDonald's is doing real estate, then I need to know about hamburger. Okay. So if I need to do real estate like a school owner, you understand, will be doing real estate, then I need to know about school business. So if I know about school business, then I'm better positioned. I can then be comparing, okay, what if I do residential or I do school business? Which one will be better for me? Or hotel, you know, hotel also. If I have knowledge, you know, or I can arrange for a management, a partnership.
Hotelier director.
You know, I build the hotel and then another team comes to manage it and we have an agreement between ourselves. So also is school structure. I build a school structure and a known school or somebody that knows how to run school comes to take it from me and we manage it, you know. Or I have a land that is suitable for a school structure and then I partner with a school to build on it and for a number of years, build, operate, and, you know.
If I get you right now, what you don't claim me on top this one, be say, Olododo, say you get money now. No means say, make you go into that kind of business. You can give it out to people who sabi do and then we're going to talk about percentage. If I get you right?
Yes, that's part of it. As against other options, against the ones that you can do yourself 100%. For residential, for example, you don't need to give it out to anybody. Once you have your necessary professionals working with you, you build the residential, you have a property manager who rents it out, you collect your money. You don't need to be in joint venture with anybody if you have the money. Do you understand? So you now compare that with school. If you don't have the school experience that you need to now get in content, you need to now go in you know, collaboration with somebody and you look at your returns, because at the end of the day, the language of money is the language of returns. Money is not sentimental.
The language of returns.
Yeah, money is not sentimental. Money is not emotional. Money is about returns. It is where there is return that money flows.
I think we've also learned something new now.
Money is not biased in any way.
Money is not biased. Money is not sentimental. The language of money is return. Wait till you plant like this, and it go grow as far as money they concerned.
Yes,
no emotions at all attached to that. Okay, I think if we get that right, the meaning of that one be saying, make we try put the money for what we know.
Better.
Not because everybody they build school.
Yes.
Or everybody they build hotel.
Residential, or they build.
Or everybody they buy filling station. And you don't know about.
Yeah, this is a filling station. Eh? Chief must get filling station. I beg. Eh? Maybe they pay for that.
You now call it Olo oil. Olo oil. Watch out, Olo oil.
Hey.
I don't know. Make a gbé pọ̀ then.
You start from Oyo, Abi.
Why everything now? Yo.
No, I just want to know.
Leave me alone. Everything now. Why don't I go start from Lekki?
Okay, you start from Lekki. I just know that you like Oyo and you want to retire in Oyo. I think
yes,
you have
that
a
one is
caller.
true. Joseph,
Okay, sir.
oh yeah, good morning and go ahead with your question, sir.
Okay, my question is this. The first question you ask our visitors or our Oga, the question is that if somebody is paying for rent for yearly, if the person wants to leave or he doesn't have money to pay again, if you want to quit the person, how many months quick notice are you giving the person? And if the person is paying monthly, how many days are you giving the person as a quick notice?
Okay.
So that let me know the two
positions.
Okay. If you are for yearly and your landlord is giving you quick notice, how many months is he going to give you as a quick notice?
Okay.
Then if you are paying monthly and your landlord is quitting you, how many weeks? We didn't conclude it in our discussion. That is my first answer. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So if somebody is paying yearly, they get 6 months notice.
Okay.
That's what they get if they are paying yearly. If you are paying half yearly, you are paying every 6 months, you get 3 months notice. If you are paying monthly, you will get 1 month notice. If you are paying weekly, you get 7 days notice.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are not done with that question.
Okay.
What I thought we are not done with that question is, you see, it has become a culture. People don't see I'm like, say, and I want you to clarify too. When you say person will get 6 months, person will get 3 months, yearly tenant 6 months, monthly tenant 3 months.
No, only tenant 1 month.
Monthly tenant
1
month. Sorry,
half yearly 3 months.
Half yearly 3 months. Now, people they always conceive for their mind. So I want to know, maybe that is the position. Say this 6 months where you talk 6 month notice means say I no go pay for 6 months.
There is nothing like that.
Until we go station, we go help some people solve one matter. You know, say we una be baale or something like that. We are like baale. So they call me say the woman get problem with one of the tenant, and the tenant can't lock the woman up because yes, smart enough the guy no come home.
Okay.
He kept the place under lock.
Okay.
And the landlord don't call. The boy no come for like 3 to 4 months. He no gree come, which some people perceive am say na deliberate. He go come for midnight, pick cloth, go. Just want to torture the woman. So the woman bring lawyer letter. He no say anybody to give. He even pay stamp for the guy door. No, you don't. There's no minute on his person. So at the end of the day, the woman was forced to break the door, and the guy did what he wanted to do. Went to the station, got the woman arrested. At the beginning of the case, the guy was having it all rosy that yes, you broke my door. This is a, but when the DCO in charge of the matter, that's why law dey ambiguous. When the DCO in charge of the matter can't listen to the two parties, you dey owe, he say yes, in the owe, he agree say in the owe. You are owing a rent of over a year. You now lock the place up because you know the position of the law that they must not break the door. Now, madam don sheepishly or gullibly break your door. Agreed. Now, do you think that when they said the matter, the guy comes, okay, they will give him 6 months notice. The man come dey, the DCO come dey tell am say, do you think it is ever there in anywhere in the law say that notice you no go pay? Now you build the house for am. So I want make we clarify this issue of 3 months notice, 6 months notice. The mindset of most of us be say for that 6 months to me need some shishi.
You know, the funniest thing with people is that they don't put themselves in the shoes of the other party. Every property that you see out there is an investment property. Somebody is collecting returns on it, and for all you care, some people, that is all that they survive on now. You understand? So if you now want to, because you are paying yearly, when they now give you notice to quit, it should mean that you are not going to pay for that period.
6 months.
How would the person survive? So there is nowhere at all in the law. You are to pay for your use. You are no longer sort of a tenant anymore, haven't been given that notice. But you are paying for the use of that place for that period whilst you are there. Yeah, you have to pay for it. So you have to, the notice is, Oga, try and quit this place within this period. That's what the notice is about.
Not, Oga, you are not paying.
Yeah, exactly. They're not that you are not paying. Try and quit this place. We don't want your tenancy anymore. Okay? So be looking for a place. And as soon as you see a place within this period, please, you can go. You pay for the period you used.
Now, my technical question, sir.
Yeah.
My technical question, sir. If I have a year, I paid from January to December now.
Yeah.
That's
of 2021.
Yes, that's a yearly tenant.
Or 2020.
That's as a yearly tenant.
Yes.
Now, if a landlord conceives it that you in one make person come up for a house, your rent still valid, everything there. He can't give me the quit notice for middle of January, that's June. You don't serve and your rent is still valid, but he give you quit notice. Say that quit notice, say they obtain it, say you go they can't. I still get money, my money is still valid. You're supposed to start it December of when my money is finished.
Now, you know, I'm not a lawyer. I will repeat that to you. So, depending, for me, that question is more or less like a business discussion. So, once the landlord is ready to say, please, as soon as you
finish your money,
get any property, you understand, I will balance you your remaining rents.
No get time wrong, you will finish your money.
No, wait. I say, that's why I said, not answering from the angle of the law now.
Okay.
Answering from just business.
Business, okay.
So I've paid my yearly rent, January
Yes.
to December.
Ben.
But before the end of January, you came and say you are no longer interested in my tenancy. Abi? And you've accepted that my tenancy. Okay, you now give me notice. Ordinarily, the law says that your notice should at least terminate at your anniversary. You understand?
Yes.
At least at your anniversary. Meaning that whatever rent I have, if my notice can terminate at my anniversary, fine. Otherwise, if it exceeds my anniversary, it means that I have more months to pay the landlord.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Fairness.
So that's why I said that is not... it's only business discussion that is, to the best of my knowledge, that is available in that situation. Meaning, I can then discuss with the landlord and say, okay, I'm going out of this property in, say, September. It means I have October, November, December. If the landlord can refund my October, November, December, why not?
If you can refund.
Yes.
Permitted.
It's a business discussion.
It's a business.
I'm not sure whether on the basis of the tenancy law, if that stands, I think the lawyers will help us confirm.
I think you have been very prudent with your answers, and I like
so
that.
that I don't say what I'm not an expert in.
The last but not the least, the issue of agreement, commission, damages. This one is something where we say one person won't rent. Easily people for the move from one house to another. Where we say nobody would like to spend 15, 20 years in anybody's house. But what they scare or limit most people to a particular place, now the issue of agreement, commission, and damages. Let me start with number one. What is the position of the law? You as a realtor. Shana, people just take as advice. Yes, we must collect, or the law approves of it. One. Then number two, the issue of damages. When people they go, do they really have the right to collect that money? Because most people they say collect.
It's very simple. Regarding commission, you are talking about agency and all of that. If you contract somebody to look for property for you or to help you look for tenants, you will pay that for that service. That's the commission you are talking about. Then concerning agreement, there is always a tenancy agreement that is drawn between the landlord and the tenant. Landlord-tenant agreement, you understand? It's a lawyer that is to draw up that agreement. You will pay for that. So agreement
And
also,
the one that is paying, landlord is not paying. Only me they pay for them.
yes, well, from the way tenancy and all of that operates in this country, you pay for that.